Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on BMRL Network with the OSS, the Outlaws Sim Series, here for race number 1 at Daytona. We are in for a great treat here. We got 75 laps on this two-mile track. I should know this. 2.5 mile track. That's right. Alrighty, 2.5 mile track here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. We got some trucks on the field, but looks like the 12 out there right now, but he's not up to speed. I think he is. He's gonna crank it up now. This is his first lap, so definitely not gonna be the fastest on the board. Coming across the start-finish line, it seemed like he was in second gear, I would say. Right in that high line. And that number 12 Menards, that Blaney truck. Let's go ahead and update trading paints. Make sure we're all good here. In case there are some discrepancies between what paint should be and should not be. Of course, trading paints always having these errors. Hopefully that'll do it. Might see some cars shift their color here. Let's stay with him and see what he puts down. Andrew St. Coeur. Yeah, just as I thought, he's about 4 seconds off of what the leaders are putting down right now. So bring that tower up. There you go on the left side of your screen. You can see those times. He was 4 seconds off. But Randall Barnett coming across to take his second and final lap. What's it going to be? A 52.19, so he's actually a little bit slower than his first lap. Jeff Peppers, here he comes. And he's going to put down a 52.14, so that's his first lap. Here's his second lap. 52.26, so slower than his first lap as well. It's like we got Max Service coming out onto the track in the Swifterado. Haha. It's pretty clever. I like that. Swifterado on the front of his truck. Clever, clever, clever. But he's going to start off pretty slow too. They're not going to cook it. I think the strategy for a few of these guys looks like it's going to be start from the back. Forrest Hamilton Jr. on the track. I'm pretty sure that was his out lap. This is going to be his first time lap. A lot of guys riding that high side. The high side's definitely not where the speed's at. But that just shows that the strategy here is to stay in the back, to qualify in the back on this. I mean, it is 75 laps. You're not going to win it on the first 74 laps. You're not even going to win it on the first 74 and 3/4 lap. I mean, statistically showing the winner of these super speedway plate races is the person that makes that pass going into the tri-oval. So if it was me on the track, yes, I would either not qualify or just do the slowest possible, get a feel for how the track is acting right now. It carries over from practice, it might not carry over from practice. You know, see where that preferred line is, which, to be honest, a preferred line at Daytona, Talladega, doesn't really matter. You want to be on the line where you can easily avoid any confrontation that turns into a wreck at all times. So that is the inside line. So interesting seeing these guys run the outside line, knowing that if anything happens in a turn, you're pretty much against the wall. But alright, here goes Forrest Hamilton Jr.'s second lap. It's gonna be... what's it gonna be? A 52.18, nice, picked it up. Definitely picked it up there. That was at a 53.47, I believe. on his very first lap, so definitely picked it up. Kudos to him. Gonna just hit the brakes, escape out. Alright, Max Service continuing on to his second lap. Go ahead and see where he's at. And what's he gonna put down for a second? 53.69 is his first. And 52.09, enough for the 5th position as of right now. Looks like 17th on back has not put down a qualifying time, meaning that they're probably going to hold out and just start in the back. Let's go ahead and give it a second here. See, looks like Kyle Lingerfelt is going to enter the track. Let him get warmed up here. Andrew Schroeder also on the track. He's on the back stretch. His first lap, 52.52. Pretty crazy how 1st through 17th is only separated by less than a second. That just shows you how fast and consistent this track is. The only time this track ever affects the driver is whenever there's damage. If all corners, all sides, everything on the truck is nice and clean, then you're going to run a fast lap. At that point, it just falls down to how well you hold your line and where you're at on the track on whether or not you're going to post up in the pole position. But it looks like Andrew posted a 52.24, so he does increase that time by about 0.3 of a second. Looks like Morgan Sterling on track right now, and the number 23 Toyota. That's another thing I have noticed is that there is a very, very wide range of different manufacturers out here. Usually all you see is Chevys here in iRacing, but we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Chevys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Toyotas, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Fords. So I mean, yeah, the Chevys do outnumber the others, but not by much. All right, Kyle Lingerfelt just posted a 52.11. Morgan Sterling gonna come across the stripe. His first time at 52.50. That's going to put him in dead last, but he still has one more lap. So let's see what kind of line he holds here. He's going to try to hug that yellow line coming around turn 1 into turn 2. Out of turn 2, is he going to keep that yellow line? A lot of guys like to bump out, and he's going to keep a hold on that yellow line. Look for his time to actually be up there in the top 5. Let's see. As long as he executes 3 and 4 perfectly, he should be fine. His speed's at 170. A little bit high there on 3. Coming back down, holding that yellow line. Ooh, he's going to kind of wash up out of 4. He's going to get back to that yellow line, though. We might be looking at a pretty good time here. 52.20, so nothing too... I don't think he was full throttled. But holding a really, really good line. I think he was wanting to start back in the back. Because, man, he had the line down. Alrighty. Well, looks like we are ready to grid up here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at that grid. Once again, I always start right there in the middle. But in the pole position, we got Matt Rogers, Rockstar. In spot 2 next to him, we got Seth Berger. In row 2, we got Matthew Setzer and Randall Barnett. In row 3, Max Service and Andrew Pratt. In row 4, we got Eric Peck and Kyle Lingerfelt. In row 5, we got Jeff Peppers in the 69. And then we got Kevin Thompson right there in 10th. In row 6, we got Adam Gardner, the lovely, amazingly talented owner here at OSS. In position number 12, we got Joshua Ballet. In row 7, Forrest Hamilton Jr. and Blaine Woodruff. In row 8, we got Ben Morrow and Morgan Sterling. In row 9, Gary Clune and Andrew Schroeder. In row 10, we got Andrew St. Couer and Josh Fox. In row 11, we got Connor Cunningham and Aiden Giordano, I think. In row 12, we got Devin Smith and Daniel Park. And right there at the very last row, row number 13, we got Jesse Adams and Doug Solms. Well, we are ready to get the trucks rolling. As you can see, we are headed off of pit road into turn 1 here. Pace truck lights are out. Alright, stage break on lap 30 here tonight. Let's go ahead and drop a like, hit that subscribe button, let's talk in the chat. Let me know who you're rooting for here tonight. Is it going to be Matt Rogers, Seth Berger, Randall Barnett, Matthew Setzer, Andrew Pratt, Max Service? Any of those guys, or is it going to be someone like Andrew St. Couer or Ben Morrow? Let's get ready. They are coming down the backstretch out of turn 2. 2 by 2, pace car lights out. 75 laps here tonight. Stage break on lap 30. A little friendly equal opportunity to get some gas, maybe put on a new set of tires. Tires don't really matter here at Daytona though. New tires are probably worse to have when you're facing old tires. And then once your tires get warmed up, they don't really make a difference. Beautiful shot from our cameraman standing out there on the apron. Oh, he just got hit. Alright, pace car. We're going to see him take a left turn here. You know what that means. We are ready to go racing. Matt Rogers, Seth Berger going to lead them to the start-finish line. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Daytona for race number 1 in OSS. Seth Berger going to quickly kind of jump out in front, but a little bit too much of a gap between him and the car behind him. That's the 63 of Randall Barnett, and once just like I thought, gonna get kind of brought back. Matt Rogers out front right now. We got a car on the inside wanting to go back to the back. We see that move a lot here in iRacing, especially at Daytona. Hang out in the back for the whole race, avoid those wrecks. So far, so good. Coming around to take a lap. Number 1 is in the books. We are still green flag racing. See a little bit of spreadage going on here, about halfway back. Doesn't look like that outside lane is going to have the dominance though here. They're struggling to find the speed, but they're catching it right now. But in the corners where they're going to lose it. Not up tight enough, but then once again the inside line is not tight enough either to hold that speed. To keep the outside line at bay, but that inside line is just stacked completely to the back. With 7 cars on the outside. But we are looking good so far. 3 laps into the books, caution free. Two by two, still no 3 wide situations. kind of cycle through the field here. Alrighty, Seth Berger out in front, followed by Randall Barnett on the outside. Randall looking to make a drive to the front though. Not gonna have enough. Are they gonna keep the speed? Oh, the inside line getting a little shaky. The outside line's gonna hold it tight. Inside line now has a car length gap in between the top 3 trucks. And the outside line's going to pull out in front, and the 63 of Randall Barnett's going to lead a lap here. 6 is going to jump down in front of Seth. Seth's going to give him a nice big old push through 1 and 2. And Kevin Thompson lead a lap here tonight. Let's ride on board with Kevin here. And Kevin gonna lead a lap here tonight. 6 laps down, 4 lead changes already. Green flag racing so far. Let's go back there and find Adam Gardner. He's back there in 15th position on the outside. The very last trip on the outside line, matter of fact. Kind of keeping himself at bay. Don't see too much indication of a possible future wreck here at any time soon. Ooh, the 6. He's going to decide to give up the lead. Unfortunately, he's so far ahead that he's not going to get to drop back that much without having to downshift into lower gear to go around that corner on the apron. So he's going to have to jump back up, which kind of pushes that part of the field back because of a checkup. But we stay green here. No incident happens from that. So all around could be a possible bad situation, but good drivers make that bad situation not a bad situation. So good job there. But Matthew Setzer, and then number 5, he's going to be your leader right as of now. The outside line with Randall Barnett pushing to the front, though. Barnett's going to pass him and officially take the lead on the standing board. But that inside line formed up pretty good. Looks like we got a 3rd lane starting in the inside. Not wanting to start a 3rd lane, but just getting a little out of sync here. And Matthew Setzer, Seth Berger are going to be 1-2. Barnett's going to be back in 4th because of that outside lane mix-up there. So far, so good here. Perfect racing tonight. Alright, looks like that outside line is just kind of... it's not really gone. It's not deteriorating. It's just falling back. Randall Barnett, the leader on that outside line, in 7th position. Falling back even further. Sorry about that, guys. All of a sudden I just hear, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." My 2-year-old wanting to come broadcast with me, apparently. But, yeah, as you can see, that outside line's just gone. It's deteriorated completely here. But unfortunately, if you look back here on the outside, Randall Barnett stuck along with the 75. No. The 71. Huh. Oh, Randall Barnett's in the actual line. That is... Who was that? That is a 55, okay. 55 of Jesse Adams. He's gonna push his way up to the front though. A 2-car line, 2-car pack, the 71 pushing the 55, and they're all of a sudden alive, and that second line has been reborn again. I'm not sure about everyone else, but I would have rather stayed single file, but yeah, every lap counts. Winners are gonna win, but also patience sometimes not a bad thing at a plate race. Ooh, 71 getting a little wobbly. He's gonna go down, he's gonna go up, he's gonna get stuck on the outside. Oh no, he lost speed. The 65 knew he had more speed. So the 71 does do a good job getting to the outside, but they're gonna take him back in. It's going to cause a little bit of a stack up behind him, but we are still golden here. I call it golden, we're more silver here, but we're still racing. Look at that, a little bit of a zigzag, but almost a perfectly straight line on the inside with 3 trucks on the top of 65. Up there, Kyle Lingerfelt. The 28 of Connor Cunningham, and then... Ooh, it looks like we got some guys pulling off to pits here. Randall Barnett gonna lead them down pit road. Let's go ahead and look at these pit speeds here. Make sure everyone's getting down to speed. Oh, overshoots his pit box at the backup. That's gonna cost tremendous time. Came in first. I'd be surprised if he pulls out 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He might have sustained a little bit of damage having to do... That's a lot longer than what he anticipated. It does look like he might have sustained a little bit of damage. He's not even getting tires. He's getting issues fixed. Unfortunate for him. But there comes the lead pack. He's now officially a lap down. The only way to get out of this is to have a caution to be the lucky dog. Unfortunate for Randall. Randall Barnett finally coming back onto the track after getting that little bit of damage fixed. He must have hit that wall a lot harder than it actually looked. Alright guys, go ahead, drop a like down below. If you're liking tonight's broadcast here from Daytona. Green flag pit stops underway. We are about 14 laps away from our sage break, which will be a competition caution technically, allowing everyone to come back in and get some fuel, maybe some tires. But it looks like these guys that pitted, they're a little bit too far away. They're going to get sucked in very, very quickly. They're all separate. It's going to be hard for them to get out of this. They got to hope that their speeds are good. They can catch each other when this pack catches them. Because if this pack pits all together, these guys that pitted earlier, they're in trouble. Oh no, the 56 and the 6 are going to go side by side instead of in a line. The 6 going up high, the 56 trying to figure out where to go. They're all going to shuffle to go around him. Oh my goodness, can we get through it? We're 4 wide. 56 is going to drop down low, we're 3 wide. Getting back in the 2 wide situation. 56 looking for a hole. There is no hole, so he's going to have to make one. It's just going to make a line for him right in the middle. The 6 still caught on the outside though. That's an even worse position to be caught in. He's going to have to cycle back. Alright, he's made his way back. We got a nice little pack right there. Further ahead of them, we got a little pack. And then ahead of them, we got a bigger pack, so they're in good shape. These guys are in great shape right here. Now let's just hope that these two can catch each other, but they're not going to be able to. But they're going 184. The leaders are going 183. Here they come. But do they pit now? Want a linger felt car cam? Alright, end car? Let's do end car. Well, that's not what I wanted. Alrighty, that was requested by a fan in the chat. OG Spike, good luck crew, good luck 65, he says. Alright, still have not come down to pit road yet. I don't know if they're trying to make it all the way to lap 30. Oh, both of them are going to come down to 65 and the 5. Totally in sync. Perfect move. They're going to leave the 6 of Kevin Thompson and Adam Gardner up on the top side. Oh, there they come. They're all... almost all of them going to come down pit road here. Come to a screeching stop, going about. Ooh. 15's got to watch that speed. Oh, he's going to overshoot his pit box by a lot. Oh man, it's still not fully in. That's going to cost him a lot here. Oh boy. Oh man, the 15 coming in first onto pit road. But gonna come out probably last in that group. Lingerfelt's still out. I think they're making their way down pit road. They are. Let's see if he can get down to speed. The 5 gonna shoot right around. Oh, there's contact. Oh, the 69's being spun out. Oh boy. We're gonna have to let's go back and see what happened. Oh, the 65 gonna get kind of turn right and kind of... Who is that? That is the 5. Oh. Gotta change that screensaver. Whoops. Nothing to see there. Alright, but everyone still on the lead lap. Alright. Yeah, nobody a lap down besides Forrest Hamilton Jr. is going to be a lap down, but he's going to get that back. He should. Unless he did take a long pit stop, so I don't think he's going to get it back. But now we are spread out here. 5 to go in the stage before we have that stage break. So far, I mean, 25 laps down, 0 cautions, green flag racing all around. These guys are doing absolutely amazing here tonight, putting on one hell of a show. Let's see if we can keep that thing going. Gonna step aside real quick. Be right back. All right, stage break is going to be coming out here shortly.
Yellow flag is out.
There we are. It looks like Kyle Lingerfeld going to win stage number 1 here tonight. Alrighty. Stage number 1 is out. It looks like actually Max Service is being shown, I think, as the leader. No? I'm not sure who got that stage win. I couldn't tell. Looks like the 65. Kyle Lingerfeld going to get the stage win. Max Service going to get 2nd place. Matthew Setzer in 3rd. Seth Berger 4th. Andrew Pratt in 5th. Andrew St. Cour in 6th. Andrew Schroeder in 7th. Matt the Rockstar in 8th. Connor Cunningham in 9th. And Jesse Adams going to get that 10th place stage win. Or stage point. Have to go all the way back here for that. No. Come on to pit road here. Number 13 is going to get tires. Looks like the 23 only going to take gas. Adam Gardner going to beat him out of pit road. You're fine, man. Alrighty, so stage number 1, we're at 31 laps down, 32 this time by. Pretty uneventful, pretty calm, pretty nice, clean racing here. We had a few incidents that were looking like they might cause some trouble, but they actually didn't. That just goes out to show you how good these drivers actually are. Pace car lights are out. That is a great sign here, meaning that we are ready to go racing again. Andrew Schroeder not gonna pit. Or no, he did pit. He just had a way quicker pit time there. Everyone pitted. But Andrew Schroeder gonna beat Kyle Lingerfeld off the pit road here. So he's gonna be starting out in front in that 48 machine. But it's a Toyota. Oh, and he's a Jets fan. Oh boy. We're gonna have a problem here. Alright, well, what can Andrew Schroeder do here? Hopefully he doesn't have the power of the Jets pushing him, because then he might be in last place.
Green, green, green.
Alright, green flag is out. The 48 gonna get a nice push from the 81. 65 kind of jumping out there in front. On the outside, a little bit of a gap he's gonna get kind of swallowed back to the 71's bumper. The 81 giving one hell of a push to the 48. Alright, one more joke. Looks like the 48 definitely not starting Aaron Rodgers here, or else he might have torn Achilles. And ended up in the back, but he's going to stay out front, so it means they've got a winner. Alright, but here comes the 5 to the front. But Andrew Schroeder fighting back on the inside. He's going to reclaim that front position. He's going to lead another lap here. We are officially over halfway done tonight. We're halfway there. Alright, I'm done with that. I'm sorry, guys. I know about 10 of you just cringed. Nice, clean racing. I cannot believe what I am seeing here. We are over halfway done. Almost to lap 40. 0 cautions. Just unbelievable for Daytona to run this much caution free. You don't really see that out of iRacing. not sure as to what this camera is doing, but that was a little bit weird. 41 laps down. We're still green. This is just unbelievable. We're gonna jump back here to the back of the pack here. Check out some of these guys running back here. We're just gonna ride along with them. Alright. So what are we thinking here? We're gonna end this with 0 cautions here tonight. Drop your opinion, what you think's gonna happen. Are we gonna end with green flag pit stops happening here in about 10-15 laps? And then are we just gonna see the end of the race happen with, you know, groups of 4 or 5 here and there or throughout the whole track? I mean, so if you're in the truck right now, what kind of strategy are you going over in your head as well as with your teammates? Because this next pit stop could very well mean the win. And if you're one of the guys back here in the back, what are you thinking you could possibly do if this thing stays green? What can you do to hopefully win and stay in the front pack? Do you wait and watch the leaders pit? Oh, we got a wreck! I spoke too soon. Wreck on the track. Oh boy, many involved here. We'll have to go through and see what happened. I spoke way too soon. What happened here? We have to take our chopper view. Oh. Where? Looks like that starts with the 75. Oh, the 12 gonna check up. The 96 gonna try to avoid him, but he's gonna clip the 75. And just a chain reaction happens from that point on back. The back usually the safest place to be, but not when the wreck happens back there. That's for dang sure. I have to ignore that. Gonna have to change that. Alright, let's go ahead and change this logo while we are under caution. Alright, so that means that pit strategy that we were talking about, that kind of just goes right out the window. Now it's down to, can I pit this time and can I make it the rest of the way? That's what we are talking about now. There it is. Let's go here. Let's get it changed. Alright, transition, replay transition. Alrighty. Now, if we go back and watch the replay, awesome. We are back, baby. We are A-OK in that department. Alright, looks like we're gonna probably, I would say, see everybody coming down pit road here. Oh, we actually already did. My bad. I was changing everything and missed it all. But looks like we have 6 cars on pit road now, dealing with damage, repairs underway. For that caution, I let 45.
Green, green, green.
Alright, green flag back out. We're quickly down to one line almost. That second line just kind of evaporated. I think everyone's like, okay, we're getting serious here. Things just kind of took a turn for the worse there for a little bit on that 45, but I think now it's time to kind of calm down. They're saying it wasn't really getting rowdy. It was just a checkup that had a horrible situation happen afterwards. I don't really know how else to put it other than it was just a checkup gone wrong, a checkup that ended in catastrophe. Ooh, the 5 kind of getting a run, jumping out into the middle line, trying to get some air back on his grill. That's another thing, that these trucks, they do overheat rather quickly. So that's another thing that you gotta watch out when you're just pushing so tightly behind somebody. About 5-6 laps of being stuck on with somebody, even a little bit less, maybe like 4 or 5 laps. Your temperatures start hitting the mid 200s. And that's when you know, hey, I gotta slow down. Alright, we're back. Apologies, got the grandparents over at the house tonight, and my wife and them keep on coming in every so often. But we got 24 laps to go here. Outside line is formed up. The 69 of Jeff Pepper's right there on the outside line, second in row. And the Jets truck still out in front. Andrew Schroeder came out here to dominate. And then you got the 11 and that Denny Hamlin paint scheme. Oh boy, oh boy. Hopefully the 12 can... Oh, we got a spin. Who was that? Who is this? Adam Pratt. Ooh, out in the back of the field here. The 75 of Adam Pratt spinning. But we stay green here. One car, or two, technically 2 cars. But 1 car after the fact. Spinning, but on the apron or below the apron, so off track, back of the field. We're gonna stay green. Unfortunate for the 75 of Andrew Pratt, though. That's gonna make him have to tow it. He towed it. Unfortunate ending there for his night. But the 48, getting pushed by the 11. Oh, whoa! The 71 and the 48 gonna touch. The 71's gonna go
out.
around and the 69's gonna get collected in it. Oh, and more involved. Oh my goodness. That was havoc. Let's see what happened here. The 48 gonna jump down low. The 71's gonna block it. But it doesn't go the way he intended for it to go. Let's take a look from our blimp cam here. 71 throwing down a late block. Gonna kind of get wiggly. Not gonna be able to save it. And then more pandemonium happening down low. Everyone trying to avoid that top line coming down. At that point, when the wreck comes out and you're trying to avoid it, you kind of just forget that there's other people on the track. And sometimes those people are right there on your inside if you're trying to go down low to avoid an up top wreck. And once you connect with those doors, hitting the brake, letting off the gas, you just kind of lose it. Unfortunate here for the 71, the 69, and everyone else involved. But they're going to come in for pit stops one more time. The 65 going to lead the 48. What do they do here? Who's going to win the race off of pit road? 65 is in. The 48 is pulling out. Lingerfelt pulling out as well. Adam Gardner gonna pick up a few spots here. Matthew Setzer as well. So the 48 gonna drop back 2 positions. Gonna come off pit road 4th. But Ben Morrow, Morgan Sterling gonna stay out on the track. We've got less than 20 laps here to go. I don't know what their strategy is, but they don't have enough gas to make it. I don't believe. We saw the longest stint at the beginning of this race was about 25, 26 laps, roughly, if I do remember right. So kind of just curious as to what their strategy is going to be like here. I would bring some guys in for interviews, but with tonight, with having family over, I don't know when they're going to come in and need me for whatever. So I'd rather not get interrupted with an interview. Somebody opened the door and went back out. That's the funny thing about broadcasting here on iRacing is that instead of being in a studio, up in a booth above the track where there's fans, I guess real fan, you know, like screaming fans, somebody out, around you. I'm not at the actual race itself. Just like all these drivers, I'm in an actual house, trying to keep the outside world at bay for this hour and a half, 2-hour session, but sometimes things just happen. But we adjust to those and they don't let them affect us. Interesting enough, Adam Gardner he is back in 18th. I'm not sure what happened there. He came out in the 3rd position, but I don't know why he is back in the back. He gave up that position, I guess. Maybe he got caught speeding on pit road. At an EOL, but he's not at the end of the line, is he? Oh, he is. He might have got caught speeding. Oh boy, that's very detrimental for Adam there. But Ben Morrow, Morgan Sterling going to lead us back to the green flag. They are coming into and out of turn number 4. B.
Green, green, green.
Alright, green flag back out. We got 16 laps to go. Oh. We had a truck wiggly in the back. We're in the middle of the pack there. But we're gonna get through it here. I'm been down the back stretch, 2 by 2. The 6 out in front of Kevin Thompson, followed by the 11 of Gary Clune and Daniel Park in the 15. Daniel up on that outside line. Here we go, 14 to go. Don't know why my camera is on the outside of the track. Get back in here. Try out this view and see if that camera's still broken on turn 1. So far so good. Keeping it nice and clean. There's Adam Gardner back up in the 10th position. So he made up some serious ground after starting with an EOL. And that camera is broken. Jeez. Do any of my camera packs work? Alright guys, we got 12 to go. Down the backstretch coming to take 11 to go. Oh, how the turntables have turned. The 15 on the inside in the front. The 6 up on the outside. They changed positions. The 11 getting down there on the apron a little bit. Adam Gardner going to drop down low onto the inside line. Is he going to get that run that he needs onto the 13? He does. And broken camera. Not enough to pull ahead or pull up closer to the 13. Adam Gardner back there in the 56. Alright guys, 10 laps to go. We are almost there. It's gonna start getting a little rowdy once we hit inside that 10 lap to go mark. So after this completion of lap 65, we're gonna see pandemonium start. We have green-white checker tune tonight, I believe 3. How many of those did we use? We got a car stuck in the middle, that's the 11. He's gonna get back up onto the outside line. Thanks to Kevin Thompson in the 6. Oh, we got a third lane forming. It looked like there was a possible third lane trying to form, but not quite. 6 is going to jump down with the 11 onto the inside in front of the 15. The 21 going to lead the outside line this time. And yeah, we do have a 3-wide situation. Oh, we got cars kind of pushing cars into the middle. The 65 trying to get to the outside, trying to get to the front. Just doesn't have the room to make it. He's going to try it again. He's going to look to the inside. The 22 probably terrified right now. The 65 making decisions that are a little, you know, it's just each their own. You want to win, you gotta win. We have 8 laps to go. I mean, it's not the time to win, but we're getting so close that, I mean, you kind of just have to make any move that you can. And when you're in the car and you're driving and you're wanting to win and you know there's less than 10 laps to go, the heart's racing, your heart's pounding. You know that anything could be the end of it, but you're willing to try anything, even if it does end it. Oh, the 6 getting a little bit too high, almost taking a nice bumper to the right rear, or left rear.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh my God. That just completely changed the whole outcome of this race. We need to take a look at that. another time, like a couple more times. That right there, a lot of people are pissed. That right there just changed the whole outcome of this whole entire race. Oh boy. I can't even find where the wreck started. There's so many involved as I'm scrolling through my incident report here. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to ride with Kevin Thompson here. And we're gonna. Alright, guys. Everyone watching. That is hard to watch, to be completely truthful. That right there, if I'm not mistaken, where did this start? The 5 on the inside, the 21's gonna come down and clip the 5. Oh boy. Heavy damage for a lot of guys. Oh man. I'm not even sure if we have fast repairs here tonight. Do we have fast repairs? We have one at least. Kyle Lingerfeld's still out on the track. He doesn't have that much damage. Looks like the top 7 are clear here for the most part. But we've got a lot of guys on pit road. All those damaged cars with not getting any fast repairs done. That just changed the whole outlook, but the 65 looks to be in decent shape. It does look like that truck is a little high in the front. I believe he has a little bit more damage than what it really looks like on the front end of that thing. The bodywork might look okay, but there's something going on with that front, those front wheels. Obviously does not have a black flag of meatball, so he is probably going to pit this time by and come to the realization of what, and if anything, is actually wrong with this truck. Yeah, 0 fast repairs. So very wild turn of events here. So the 65 is going to stay on the track. He does not want to even think or look about how much damage there might possibly be to that truck. But as you can see from this view, again, that front end is very high. I believe these are fixed setups. I'll get word of that here in a second. I believe they're fixed. So I can't tell if that's just the nose of the truck pushed up or if there's something wrong with the suspension. Yep, he's gonna drop down. There is something wrong. Because he shouldn't be in gas saving mode, I don't think. He might be. Maybe he's just saving some gas. I believe that might be what he is doing. Maybe saving some gas? Don't know. But man, are there a lot of cars beat up on this one. I think he does have damage. We're probably going to see him go down pit road. So we really only have 7 cars, 7 trucks that have a possibility of taking this win here. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jesse Adams? We have not seen or mentioned his name here tonight at all yet. Connor Cunningham as well up there in the front. 77 Seth Berger, he started out in front with Andrew St. Coeur next to him in the 12. We've seen him up front as well. And then we got Adam Gardner in 5th and Doug Solms there in 6th. So, pace car is off the track.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. We are racing here. We've got 3 laps to go. What else is going to happen? Are we going to stay green until the checkered flag? Stay tuned and we'll have the answer for you here in a moment. So far so good, but these guys up here in the front row that aren't out in the front, we haven't seen them out in front. Are they going to struggle being out in front, or are they going to love where they're at and fall right into place like they're at home? 55 kind of coming up the track. The 29 going to have to get a little bit up to the high side to avoid contact. 77 right on the 55's bumper, pushing him into the tri-oval. We've got 2 laps to go. Are we going to make it around to take the white flag? Who's going to win this race? B-Max says, come on, 12. Statistically showing, like we talked about earlier, the front row usually does not win this race. We've got a big enough pack where any push can happen and from anywhere. But if you're a guy in the back, when do you want to start making your push and making the 3rd row here? White flag out. Next flag ends it. Who's going to get the win? 12 looking on the outside. He's going to go. He's going to try. There's nothing there. Who? 29 or 28. I'm sorry, guys. 28. Jeez, I didn't know what 9 and 8 are, what their difference is there. Apparently I don't know the difference. But he's going to put up a block there on the back stretch. We've got 2 more turns here to go in the opening race of the OSS Outlaws Sim Series. Turn 3, where's the move going to come from? Is it going to come from up high? Is it going to go in the middle? We got 1 going into the middle. That's the 15, the 55. Gonna get turned. I think it's the 28. I think the 28's gonna win. And the 28 does get the victory here. Andrew St. Coeur coming up just a smidge short here. 28 is gonna get it. The 28. At least that's what I am being shown on my overlays. The 28. Let's go ahead and watch that. Yep, 28 going to get the win here. That right there is a great picture. Hold on for me 1 second here. Gonna try to get these guys a great picture here of this finish real quick. All right. Not sure what's going on there on the track, but we got a group burnout going apparently. Alright, so there's your standing, your results here. Connor Cunningham in the 28 going to capture the win. Andrew St. Couper going to finish in second. Jesse Adams going to finish in third. Doug Solms in fourth. And Seth Berger in fifth. Alright, we've got our third place finisher, Jesse Adams. Go ahead and bring him in. Hey, Jesse, it's Chris in the booth. You got me, bud?
I gotcha. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Great finish there. Bring home the third place finish here tonight. That was pretty wild race, pretty clean, like over halfway into it, and then we kind of got, I think, like 2 cautions, I think, to the end there. Kind of like walk us through that final caution that took out like 1st through 15th. How was it, what was it like going through that? How did you manage to get through it unscathed?
So I was trying to work my way back up there, and I just couldn't go anywhere. Honestly, it's hard to go 3 wide here without a lot of help. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just see what happens. And when that happened, I don't even know where I was running, honestly. But I was just like, okay. I saw a car get turned, and I just started checking up right away. So from there, I just was like, all right, cool. Like this is great. I'll restart third, and then Kyle had too much damage to go, so I ended up getting the bottom. And then I'm actually teammates with Connor. So well, actually, I don't have a team, but I was just in the voice chat with them. So yeah, I just said, let's just hold these 2 lines, and whoever gets it gets it. And then I was just trying to make sure that nobody else could get around us. So in 3 and 4, I checked up a little bit, just to make sure we stayed side by side. And ultimately, that's how Cotter got the better run from the 12. But overall, I wasn't sure if I'd do Outlaws again. I haven't been here since 2 seasons ago when it was trucks, custom setups then. But for some reason, the trucks are good to me, so I think I'm happy to be back.
Nice.
But yeah, I ended the race P3 and can't complain about that.
No, and it's a good statement towards the points after race number 1 as well. So, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Any sponsors on the car? Anybody watching the race here tonight? Anyone that you want to say thank you to, or?
Yeah, I'll say thank you to Mama and Poppy for watching. They're my biggest fans. They watch whenever there's a broadcast going on in any of the various leagues that I've been in. So thanks to my biggest fans. And yeah, it was a fun night.
Awesome. Well, congratulations here tonight, and go get them next week.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
All right, you take care.
All right, you too. All right, so next we got Andrew St. Couper, our 2nd place finisher. Well, let's go ahead and bring him in here as well. You know what? And we'll bring Connor in as well. All right, so I've got Andrew and Connor here. Andrew, you took home the second place position here tonight. Walk us through. I mean, how did you get through that final wreck that took out almost all of the leaders?
Yeah, I still had some. No, I didn't have damage on that one. I had damage. It took me 2 cautions prior to fix up my damage, and I was just kind of riding around the back, kind of hoping there'd be another caution so I could ride, or so I could make a run near the end. But I was kind of keeping an eye on the lap counter and thinking, 5 to go. I would start kind of making some moves and trying to get near the front. And then that caution came out. I forget, probably what, 5, 6 to go, maybe 7. And
Yes.
that brought us to, anyway, we ended up going green with 3 to go, I think. So, and I was close on fuel. Like, I was good for fuel for that run. But I was where everybody pitted, and I gained all that track position. That was key. But how I was able to do that was because I was able to pit the prior time to fix the remainder of my damage and fill up. I had enough fuel shutting off my car on those pace laps to do one green white checker for sure. So I knew I was good for one. So I was kind of hoping it wouldn't go to one or go past one. Otherwise, I'd have to pit and give up that track. But anyway, it worked out really well, obviously, to give up some time early to pit strategy and gain all that track position. And I was committed to Connor to the end. And don't know Connor, but it was good to help him because I said to him here in Discord after the race, I said, I don't think if I didn't stay with him, neither one of us were going to get up there. That bottom line was hooked up, and I felt if we didn't stay connected on the high line, we were just going to basically give it to them, and God knows how far back we would have dropped. So I was committed to him, and then fortunately he gave me that. He gave me the middle at the end, which allowed me to kind of shoot under him and capture second. So that worked out for me, but I'm glad he got the win. It was a good race.
Nice. I mean, so after that big wreck happens in the front, tell me, like, walk us through, like, what's Discord sound like? What's in race chatter sound like?
The last wreck before the last one we had, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some deflated individuals. I mean, we've got, as you know, there's quite a few of us in our Discord together on our team, and there's, I think, 3 or 4, maybe 5 of them that got taken out in that wreck. A few of us stuck with it. I think Doug and Adam and myself, we were able to squeak through it unscathed, I guess, and we're able to make a run at the end. But the other guys had some good runs going early or for most of the race, and it's always unfortunate. Super speedways, though, first race of the year, you just hope to be able to finish the race and and go
Right.
from there. But finishing a second at a super speedway to start the season and getting, I think I finished 5th or 6th maybe in the stage. I'd say that's a success here today, for sure. So start the
Oh
season.
yeah, it most definitely is. I mean, you got those good points coming into race number 1 of the season, so that right there, I think, is the best. The best scenario that you can have finishing race number 1.
Yeah, for sure. No, so thanks a lot for the broadcast. Appreciate you doing it, and thank Adam for hosting us. So there's a lot of fun here tonight.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, bringing home second place. It's not quite the win, but it's just it's the closest one to the win. But
Absolutely.
congratulations.
Yep, right on. Congrats, Connor. Have a good night, guys.
All right, good night. All right, and then Connor Cunningham, the winner here tonight. How you doing, man?
My nerves are fried.
Definitely. That's what I was telling everybody. It's when it gets down to less than 10, I mean, no matter where you're at on a track like this, nerves are definitely going through the roof. I want to hear your side of things. What was it like, that final caution there to bring us with 3 to go? What was it like driving through that, getting through it without getting hit? Walk us through that.
So during before that caution, I got split 3 wide, so I dropped to the back of the front of the pack, And as soon as I saw everybody start wrecking the whole front of the pack, I just chucked it down low and just dirt tracked it through the dirt or to avoid it all. And that's somehow managed to not red spin myself out, coincidentally. So it's all a good day's work when you don't wreck it.
Right. Exactly. It's definitely it's one of those tracks that if you do win, then it's it's a statement to be made. I mean, you're starting off the point season up in the front. So that right there already itself is a big a big thing to have. I mean, you don't want to start a season in the back in points because then you got to work your way up through it. So I mean, walk us through like what's your strategy to play out the rest of the season?
I might be missing a couple races because I'm in another league that's on Wednesday, so I might miss a couple of them, but I will finish off the season. So I'll probably drop down in points from time to time, but I'll still be able to race. So hope and pray I can stay in for the playoffs.
Nice. Yeah, it's hopefully anybody on the truck, anyone watching the broadcast, anyone in particular you want to say thank you to?
I want to thank John Fox Motorsports for literally letting me in today for Outlaw Sim Series. Like literally at 7 o'clock Eastern, I was able to get applied, which I put an application in 2 minutes beforehand before practice. So I'm glad that they were able to hook me up and put me in on board on this. And I want to thank Dan Park for inviting me over for that.
Nice. Well, congratulate. I mean, that right there in itself is a big statement. You know, barely making it in, and then coming home with the win. So that right there in itself is pretty big, dude. Congratulations on the win here tonight. Look forward to next week. Are you going to be there next week?
I hope so. Oh, depends on the schedule for my other league that I run on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, congratulations once again. What a race it was tonight. And look forward to seeing you up here in the broadcast booth a lot more.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem, man. Alrighty. That was your top three. We had Jesse Adams, Andrew St. Cure, and Connor Cunningham in the booth with me here to finish this broadcast out. Hopefully everyone at home enjoyed it. Please go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, let everyone know to come check it out on Wednesday nights here with OSS. And as always, we'll see you here next Wednesday night. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you come back. Stay tuned for more racing here on OSS. That's Outlaws Sim Series. Brought to you by BMRL Network on YouTube. Thank you, everybody.